Assalamu alaikum, my name is Tasmiha and I'll be presenting regarding the marketplace info about the customer needs and wants as well as the offering that we have selected. As we know, marketing enables businesses to create value for its customers, and a fundamental prerequisite to create value is to understand the marketplace as well as the needs and wants of the customers. So there are 5 core customer and marketplace concepts. They are needs, wants and demands, market offerings, value and satisfaction, markets, and lastly, exchanges and relationships. So I'll be explaining the marketplace of Shopee as well as its customers' needs and wants using these 5 concepts. The first core concept is needs, wants, and demands. So the demand that we have identified is a time-saving and convenient means of shopping for ranges of products all in one place, because offline shopping is deemed by many to be very time-consuming, costly, and even inconvenient because one has to spend a significant amount of time to find what they want and need. The second core concept is marketplace and its offerings. So the company we have selected is Shopee, which is an e-commerce company. So this e-commerce company is able to meet the demand that I've mentioned earlier by letting the customers purchase ranges of goods within just one place, and it provides everything from A to Z. So if we were to describe the marketplace of Shopee, we can in other words say that it is a global online marketplace because it's a website or an application that enables buyers and sellers to come together via the internet to sell and buy products ranging from A to Z. The third concept is value and satisfaction. As I've mentioned earlier, Shopee, just like other e-commerce, is able to provide what offline shopping is not able to provide. So in turn, it creates a value as well as provides a certain level of satisfaction to the customers. However, in assignment 1, we wanted to identify which aspects of Shopee are yet to meet the expectations of the customers. So we have identified such aspects in terms of the 4 Ps. So in terms of the product, it was the Shopee application itself being not so smooth, especially in terms of its payment functionality. And secondly, in terms of promotion, it was the fact that there were a lot of cases of false advertisements as well as the lack of awareness of the promotions that the sellers do. And thirdly, in terms of price, is the vouchers are very much limited and they expire very fast, and the place being the inability to choose the desired courier services for delivery. So by tackling these aspects that are yet to meet the expectations of customers, Shopee can become an e-commerce like no other and can gain a significant competitive advantage, and that can be only done so through the designing of a value-driven marketing strategy. On to the fourth core concept, that is markets. Markets here is referred to all the actual and potential buyers of our products or services, and different marketplaces have different specific demands from customers that can be satisfied through exchange relationships. As in the case for Shopee, the specific demand is the buyers being able to buy ranges of goods and services within one's place or within one's fingertips. And the last core concept is exchanges and relationships, and this is where marketing comes in play. So marketing, as we know, facilitates a response from the target buyers for a certain market offering to develop a good and strong exchange relationships. And as I've mentioned earlier, this can be only done so by designing a value-driven marketing strategy. That being said, I have explained the marketplace of Shopee along with the needs and wants of the customers using the 5 core customer and marketplace concepts. And now, how we have come about our value-driven marketing strategy will be further explained by the rest of the group members in terms of the market segmentation, in terms of the competitive landscape, in terms of the consumer behavior, and lastly, in terms of the 4 Ps. And that's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. There are 4 factors of market segmentation, which are demographic, psychographic, geographic, and behavioral. Demographic in general is customer information such as age, gender, income, and education. Psychographic is more on qualitative characteristics like lifestyle and social media engagement. Geographic concerns on where customers live and often focus on geographical areas like cities, states, or country, while behavioral factors dig deep on customers' hobbies and shopping patterns. We did market segmentation and targeting based on characteristic segmentation. We are observing demographic and psychographic factors in order to define the target market. Shopee is an e-commerce company which sells items from all categories. Generally, everyone is targeted to be their buyer, But to have a small target market is very important, so Shopee can focus the marketing and advertising more on the targeted market rather than make it random. Therefore, we choose IUM students as our target market. To be exact, female IUM undergraduate students who live in Mahala from Kuliah of Economics. Why we choose IUM students is because there are 26,000 students in total. The majority of them are undergraduate students who range in age at 19 to 24 years old. During our survey on IUM students' behavior on online shopping on Shopee, we can see that female Canma students contribute a lot in spending their money on the e-commerce. The reason why we choose them is because, as we all know, female students love and do shopping more often than male students. Many of the students also receive scholarships and do part-time jobs on campus as TV part-timers and working outside as event crew around Kuala Lumpur. Because of that, they will spend more on online shopping too. Besides, Canma's female students usually buy more because their assignments relate with businesses and products. Students nowadays are also good with social media, so they frequently get tricked to follow the trend and buy things which are viral on Twitter, TikTok and Instagram. They also will suggest other people on social media to buy them too.
Any changes that significantly change the way firms operating can be described as a market trend. There are numerous market trends and market trends are always changing and evolving. However, there are several dominant events that every firm should take account of, such as digital age, the growth of not-for-profit marketing, rapid globalization, and sustainable marketing practice. These major trends significantly impact the marketing landscape and the development of marketing strategies. Business always need to be very alert of any new market trends in the context of a competitive landscape. For instance, the rapid growth of the technology has resulted in many innovations, including the offering we have selected, that is Shopee, an e-commerce company. The offering we have selected, Shopee, is strongly aligned with the long-term promising market trends of technology change. Our offering mainly revolves around the major market trend of the digital age with concepts of online, mobile, and social media marketing. DG Technology's rapid advancement has profoundly altered almost every aspect of our life, including how we interact, receive entertainment, and shop. Shopee, since it is an e-commerce company, it mainly utilizes digital and social media marketing, in which they boost their brand advertisements all over social media such as YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. However, we have identified that our target market, which are young undergraduate students, are aware of the brand itself, but are not so well aware of the promotion offered in their e-commerce itself. Thereby, an aspect of our solution for Shopee to address this aspect that is yet to meet their customers' stratification is to analyze social media such as Instagram and TikTok and employ mobile marketing to promote what exactly is being offered specifically at times when our target market is most active on social media. With the help of big data and artificial intelligence. Furthermore, the current pandemic has further pushed everyone to digitize in directing everyone to on a smartphone, which provides the sense of gratitude of the success of our marketing strategy. With rising popularity of social media, investing more on social media and mobile marketing will provide Shopee with greater opportunity of turning a large number of potential customers to actual customers with even large score of reachability source advertisement. Real-time information ability customer reveals easy means of purchase that connecting sellers as simple as source a few clicks. By catering to the needs and wants of the customers thus adapting to the major market trends such as the rapidly growing digital age, will street shopper immensely and provide it with a competitive advantage in the context of its competitive landscape.
Hi, I am Siti Hazirah. I'll be describing about the consumer buying behavior. As marketers, we need to value and create customer satisfaction upon our products or services. In this context, we are talking about the buying behavior of the IIUM students on Shopee. While we are talking about the buying behavior of the students, we can link it with the black box model. We are starting it with external factors, which is the marketing and environmental stimuli as inputs. Then, the black box, which is the buyer's mind as internal factors, that is divided into two, the buyer's characteristic and the buyer's decision process. And lastly, the buyer's responses to be interpreted into outputs. We seek the buyer behavior as the problem solving, and this problem solving process also involves needs and wants. We'll proceed to the stimuli, which is the external factors. The marketing mix consists of 4 elements or commonly known as 4 P's, such as product, price, place, and promotion. Product is about choosing Shopee amongst all other e-commerce platforms. For price, varies according to the seller, place through their communication platforms such as mobile phone, and promotion through TV, YouTube ads, or any advertisement that's convincing the consumer to choose their services. From the environmental aspect also affects the student buying behavior, such as economic, technological, social, and cultural factors. For instance, the student wanted to go along with the current trends to look aesthetic in every aspect. The buyer's black box is actually the internal factor that must be considered as we can see and figure out what is inside the customer or the student's mind. There are 2 types of buyer black box. The first is the buyer's characteristic and second is the decision process. The buyer's characteristic is actually talking about the factors that influence the consumer behavior. Firstly is the culture. Culture refers to the basic value, perceptions, or behaviors learned by the students through their families, such as the utilization of the Shopee platform for online shopping. Secondly is the subculture, which is the shared common values. For instance, the majority of our respondents are from the age of 25 and below and consists of 12 male and 46 female students, while the social class of the students is according to the family background of theirs. Next is the social factor. Our respondents, which are the IIUM students, will make their purchasing decisions through groups and social network, family, or their status. The influence of this group affect their perceptions on buying through the Shopee platform. The third factor that influenced consumer behavior is the personal factor that encompasses the life cycle stage, such as the student taste in food, clothes including technological brands. The economic situation reflects the student personal spending and saving. Aside from that, the student lifestyle, for instance, those that enjoy going on a vacation also affect their buying decision. The unique preference of the students toward any goods that they bought in Shopee are the ones that distinguish a student's personality and self-concept from one another. Psychological aspects such as motivation, perception, learning, beliefs, and attitudes must also be considered before buying. An individual or the IIUM student tends to seek satisfaction or their self-actualization needs to improve their esteem by frequently buying through e-commerce. In addition, their buying behavior is also based on their perception of the good points of Shopee that they favor, which makes them forget the other good points of other services. Learning is based on the bad experience that they've encountered, while beliefs and attitudes are from their attitude of liking and disliking things. The next part of the buyer's black box is the decision process. When the students normally needs price high enough to become a drive during the problem recognition stage, they will try to obtain information from various sources about the offer of Shopee services. Next, they will evaluate the other alternatives available from the information they have collected and proceed with the purchase decision. Then lastly, the post-purchase behavior of the students on either they are happy or discomfort with the product or services offered by Shopee and its seller. Buyer's responses. From the inputs to buyer black box and lastly to be interpreted as output, that is the buyer's responses after using Shopee.
Next,
we will justify how the 4P's mix strategy will help us in delivering our proposed value proposition for the customers of Shopee. For the first P, which is the product, our value proposition is that Shopee is an e-commerce site that practices localization like no other. As we all know, Shopee is only focusing its market on 7 countries on regional basis, which differs not only in culture and languages, but also in their buying and selling preferences. Thus, Shopee can further utilize their expertise in localization to gain trust from its users by firstly putting the announcement on the Shopee feed 2 to 3 weeks prior to the peak sales periods. For example, as you all know, before this upcoming 12/12 sales or Shopee birthday, Shopee therefore can announce prior to that there will be a load test or stress test as what has been practiced by other huge e-commerce sites like Amazon, for example, so that the customers will be aware and well informed of the probability that there will be problems during the said sales. Other than that, using the same localization technique, it is also crucial to employ technical admins and customer service agents according to state to ease and speed up the process in solving customers' complaints during those peak sales period to help the users from resorting to choose another e-commerce platform, namely Lazada or Alibaba, as their preferred online shopping site. The second P stands for promotion, with always prioritizing transparent transaction between the buyers and the sellers as our proposed value proposition. In using this promotion aspect as our strategy to deliver our proposed value proposition, Shopee needs to convince their customers that they are always striving towards providing the best experience for customers in engaging with ongoing offerings in the website. This can be done by making it compulsory for the sellers to upload at least one exact picture or video without any editing in the viewing section of the product. Other than that, Shopee can also resort to add a policy in using a third-party application to track grey market sellers. For example, Brand IQ, which is a platform that provides measurable data for shopping sites, especially e-commerce websites, to help with their online marketing strategy. Therefore, Shopee can utilize Brand IQ to filter the grey market sellers, as well as to help them to monitor online merchandise, analyze their competitors' price, understand the consumer preferences, as well as offering better promotions, which then will ease Shopee in providing better offerings with better strategy to be used for both sellers as well as the buyers.
My name is Hamidah, and I will be talking about the other 2 P's, which is price and place, in which it will help us to deliver the value proposition that we have designed in our value-driven marketing strategy. So for price, our proposed value proposition is that Shopee provides various vouchers offerings such as Shopee voucher, which includes discount voucher, cashback voucher, or campaign voucher. And for seller voucher is that it includes sellers follow voucher, discount vouchers, or coin cashback vouchers, and shipping voucher, it includes a free shipping voucher. So with these various vouchers and other special offering deals is that in which consumer could choose from, and that is exclusively available to the customers, and it will make them feel special. And even in the face of competing promotion, their devotions keep them coming back. Hence, Shopee could further improve by when it comes to encounter problem of limited timing. Shopee can state it clearly on the exact date of the voucher promotion period expired, and to be reminded of the next batch of vouchers, whether through email or pop-up notification, in which this allows customers to be constantly aware of such offers. So when it comes to the limited payment applicability, for the other problem is that Shopee can provide more voucher ranges that allows user to use them for all payment options and also methods, such as all major credit and debit cards could collab together, and this is to always ensure that smooth payment functionality, especially during the big sales like 11/11 or the upcoming sales like 12/12. And this is just to ensure that Shopee can keep the customer loyalty, as this vouchers allows them on adding the brand value towards Shopee, and since customer enjoy having a discount and having the benefits of the voucher. Moreover, for the next P is place as a value proposition is that since Shopee is connected with the system of Shopee Supported Logistic (SSL), which is a third-party logistic provider, in order to provide sellers with a quick and secure delivery services to buyers. Hence, due to some circumstances that is being implied by the Shopee, which causes an inability to choose desired courier services for themselves. So our strategy for Shopee value proposition is that by allowing the customers to choose for themselves, but Shopee needs to make sure that they have improved the quality of the courier services by teaming up and partnering with more courier services, making sure that it is a secure and reliable and fast delivery service to allow flexibility for the customers to choose their desired courier services. That this can help to improve their deliveries and also customer satisfaction, and also lower the risk of late shipments. In conclusion, Shopee is an e-commerce site that sells a wide range of products. It offers customers everything and simplifies the shopping and selling processes for both sides. Our target market is female students, as they spend more on online shopping than male students, and when it comes to consumer buyer behavior, it is based on external factors where we explain on its marketing stimuli, buyer's black box, and buyers' responses. And for the internal factors, we explain on the factors that influence consumer behavior, buyers' black box, where we describe on the buyers' characteristic that is based on the cultural, social, personal, and psychological. And after we find out about all of them, we come out with the buyer decision process and buyer responses. And lastly, we talk about its value-driven marketing strategy that is based on the 4 Ps, where we give each of these 4 Ps its value propositions and how to improve its problems to enhance shopping to be better, so that they could gain the customer satisfaction and loyalty for the customers to keep coming back. That's all for our part. Thank you.